Season 3, Episode 3, Bournemouth Career Mode. Welcome back. Listen, we spent 120 million last episode on 3 players. Mark Gahey came in, Steven Eustachio came in, and of course, we brought back Hamed Traore. I mean, we have a lot to do this episode as well. We have a lot to do every single episode. So let's go. We have some massive games. We have the transfer deadline day. We may not be done just yet. Let's get into it. We are going to start off this episode with finishing off the month of August, an away fixture against Aston Villa, and obviously transfer deadline day. And then we're going to move into the month of September, where we have a home match against Leicester, a home match in the Europa League against Trabzonspor, away at Everton, and home to Manchester City. We are starting our strongest lineup against Aston Villa away. Traore starts, Steven Eustachio starts, Mark Gahey starts, Alvarez, Ortega, Nelson Brooks, James Ward-Prowse, Solanke, Oxford, and Neto in nets. Aston Villa still has Roberto Firmino, Jan Valery, Tuta, Mings, Teze, Ikone, Kamara, Martinez in nets. And maybe after this match, I mean, you never know what's going to happen at transfer deadline day. Maybe we still have some business to do. But before that, let's go and get these 3 points against Aston Villa. It is match day 2, live from Villa Park, as Aston Villa hosts a new looking side, Bournemouth. We have some new players. I'm sure Villa has some new players. I'm not sure who they signed, but I'm sure they signed somebody. This is the debut for Mark Gahey and the debut for Steven Eustachio for Bournemouth. I wonder how they will do. To Hamed Traore, it is not his debut because he's already played 1 game for us, as David Brooks breaks in, passed it to Dominic Solanke, and it is saved by Martinez early on, 6 minutes in. And we are starting off really well here. Oh boy, I'm so excited for this team, guys, for this year, honestly. But David Brooks to Traore, and Traore's got a massive left leg. But we're going to get it on his right. We're going to get it on his right, and it's saved by Martinez. I tried to pick the corner, but it just didn't go as planned. What can we do here? Reece Nelson, we are just all over them here. David Brooks, Brooks with a shot, Martinez with another save. Another beautiful pass, Reece Nelson. We're gonna pass it back to Reece Nelson. Nelson coming down the right-hand side. David Brooks, James Ward-Prowse hits the post. Somebody, oh, it's saved by Martinez. And we just, oh, save after save in an unlucky post. Navarro to Roberto Firmino, Bobby Firmino, and he's offside. Back to James Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse gonna have a shot. Oh, it was close. Not close enough, and that is halftime. Irog Bunam. I hope that's how you say his name. Navarro comes down here. Navarro's gonna have a shot, and it's saved by Neto. Can we keep that in? We can't, and it's gonna be a corner. We see the run of Dominic Solanke, and we see... Oh, I think we're just gonna take this with Solanke. You gotta be kidding me. Jan Valery in for Roberto Firmino. Roberto Firmino's gonna feed in Navarro, and Navarro is gonna hit the crossbar and is gonna bounce out. And Neto! Oh, Neto! Oh, Norberto Neto! Who wants to sell him? Who said they want to sell him? I'm looking at you, board members. We gotta take a look at this save. There is no way Neto makes this save. Look at this, guys. Play. Off the crossbar. Neto! Oh my gosh, he stuck out a hand. Unbelievable. We do have good defense, but as soon as I say that... Navarro scores. This is an unfair lead, honestly. Or is it a fair lead? They were trash the first half, and we've been absolute trash the second half. 2 changes being made by us. James Ward-Prowse and David Brooks are coming off. They're both pretty tired. Yunus Musa is coming on, and Ross Barkley is coming on for some hopefully late match heroics here. We just haven't played well in the second half at all as Traore intercepts. And can we go back the other way through Ross Barkley? Can we play in Dominic Solanke? Can Ross Barkley pick up the ball? He can. Dominic Solanke. We tried to feed him, but we can't. Luka Ding intercepts. It's Kamara. 85 minutes here. Can we steal a point? Fran Navarro is marching forward. Can we try and catch him? Navarro with the shot. Bailey with the shot. Neto with the save. Or are they? What happened? Is that it? Oh, that's it. That is 93 minutes. And we lose to Villa 1-0. Oh, that is a heartbreaking defeat, honestly. What a heartbreaking loss. a game of two halves, really. We were good in the first half, they were good in the second half, and they came out with 3 points, and we take our first loss of the season.
Honestly speaking, I like the signings that Bournemouth made. I like Steven Eustachio, I like Traore, I like Gay coming in, I really do. But I wish we had like one more creative, some sort of like midfielder or attacker or something. Even somebody on loan, you know? Honestly, I feel the same way. Like, I wish we just had a little bit more depth, just a little bit more quality, you know? We're gonna be playing all these Europa League games, Premier League games, FA Cup games, Carabao Cup games. We're gonna have injuries. I just want one more like creative midfielder or creative winger. I feel somebody that can just come in and like fill a spot, you know. Maybe even somebody on loan, like you said. I don't mind somebody on loan. Maybe we can do like a loan to buy or something. I just think players are gonna get tired. Exactly. Listen, we have a budget, 120 million. We've already spent it. We don't got any more money. Like, who else can we sign? You know, do you got any ideas?
I felt like we needed some more depth in the squad, and this man was a very popular suggestion. We just couldn't afford to buy him, but we got Julio Enciso on loan from Brighton. He's only 72 rated, but it is a loan to buy. 1 year loan with an option to buy for only 7 million next season. I honestly think this is a fantastic signing. I think he's going to grow very well with us. And if he does, and if he shows some sort of impact and quality, we can buy him, and it's only going to cost us 7 million. Julio Enciso, welcome to Bournemouth. By popular suggestion, I've also loaned out Juan Carlos Rivero to Leuven. He'll be joining Leuven for 1 season. He's 65 rated. Obviously not just quite good enough yet for our club to make an impact, but hopefully in a year's time when he comes back, he's going to be good. So Juan Carlos Rivero, good luck at Leuven. Come back even better. We are going to simulate this match at home against Leicester. We are the better side. I think they do have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jared Bowen, Pepe, but I think we are the better side. Traore, James Ward-Prowse, Eustachio, Mark Gahey in the back. Can we get 3 points against Leicester at home? Yes, we can. Wow, a close one. 3-2. Who scored for us? Eustachio, Dries Mertens, and James Ward-Prowse. So no strikers. 2 midfielders and a cam. That is fantastic. Glad to see Eustachio get a goal. Glad to see Dries Mertens still doing his thing. And glad to see James Ward-Prowse chipping in as well. 3-2, 3 points. I did want to show you guys the Champions League and the Europa Conference League groups. So we'll start off with the Champions League. Group A, Man United, Inter, Club Brugge, and Shakhtar. Group B is Barca, Spurs, Freiburg, and PAOK from Greece. Group C, Arsenal, Milan, Sporting, and Victoria Plzeň from Czech Republic. Group D, Atletico Madrid, Roma, Benfica, and Salzburg. Those 3, wow, Madrid, Roma, and Benfica, they'll be fighting it out for sure. And Group E, PSG, Juventus, Villarreal, and Dynamo Kiev. I'm not sure. PSG and Juventus probably on top. Group F, Leipzig, Porto, Marseille, and Celtic. Now that is an interesting group. I'm not sure who's going to come out of that one. Group G, City, Leverkusen, PSV, and Galatasaray. And Group H is Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Olympique Lyonnais, and Bodo Glimt. I'm sorry, Bodo Glimt. I don't think you're getting out of this one. And here are the Europa Conference League groups. You have Borussia Mönchengladbach with Basel, AIK from Sweden, and Viking in Group A. Group B, Sassuolo, Besiktas, Hajduk Split, and SV Ried. Group C, Sevilla, Sturm Graz, Molde, and Zurich. Group D, Fenerbahce, Genk, Pacos Ferreira, and Hibernian. Okay. E, AZ Alkmaar, Athens, AGF, and Kilmarnock. Okay. And Group F is Ghent, Utrecht, Legia Warszawa, FC Sion from, I believe that's Switzerland, right? Yeah, Sion is from Switzerland. Group G is West Ham. So we have West Ham. West Ham is in the Conference League, just they are in this year's Conference League. West Ham, Braga, Austria, Vienna, and Farul Constanta. I think they're from Romania. Group H, to round it off, Stade Rennais, Başakşehir, Ferencvaroshi, and Randers. Now, we're not in the Champions League. We're not in the Europa Conference League. We're in the Europa League. And it's time for our first match in the Europa League against Trabzonspor. We are going to start a bit of a rotational side against Trabzonspor, but it's still a very strong side. And Ciso, Mertens, Musa, Ahmed, Eustachio, Billing, Viña, Zabarny, Senesi, Chris Richards gets a start. Mark Travers gets a start in nets. Looking at the Trabzonspor team, they have a pretty decent side as well. Trezeguet, former Aston Villa Trezeguet, I believe. Enes Bardi is there. Mark Bartra, Denswell in the back. Olsen in nets. El Mali on the left-hand side. I mean, can we get 3 points? I'm pretty confident we can. So let's go and do that. Welcome to Dean Court. It is our debut, the Bournemouth debut in the Europa League. Yes, you heard it right. The Europa League, not the Conference League. We're moving up a step this season. And this is a competition that we are going to be taking seriously, and we want to win. We want to win this competition, but first, we got to get out of the group. It is kickoff here at Dean Court. It is Bournemouth versus Trabzonspor. Dries Mertens making the run, but he's so slow now. But does he have the passing quality? Well, he still has the work rate, that's for sure. He's making decent passes. Can he get a shot off? He can! Olsen with the save. Billing is going to take this corner. Can someone get up? We can't. Nathan Ahmed gets up. Someone takes a shot. Who is it? Is it Enciso? No, it's Dries Mertens. Oh my gosh, it is Dries Mertens. They're 37 years old. And as Bardi plays it to Gomez, and there is a shot, but Chris Richards does well to keep it in. Trezeguet, Philip Billing does well to step up, and I think that's going to be halftime. It is halftime. You know what? We're going to be better, and we were better for the first 10 or 15 minutes, but after that, Trabzonspor kind of picked it up. We need to change a few things in the second half. All right, second half is underway here, and let's just get down to business. No more silly jokes. No more funny comments. Just score. That's what we need. We need goals. We need chances. We need shots. And we are paid to create opportunities just like this one. And then Ciso. Oh, it's just so close to his first goal for Bournemouth. All the way back to Steven Eustachio. Eustachio has been very good for us. There's the pass. There's the pass to Dries Mertens. And of course it has to be Dries Mertens, right? We signed all the youngsters, but it is the 37-year-old Dries Mertens that does the job. A couple of changes for us. Enciso is coming off, and we are bringing on Johannes Sandberg for the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game. Ross Barkley is also coming on, and James Ward-Prowse for Steven Eustachio, just so he can take a little rest because he's tired. And maybe we can right here. Sandberg is growing nicely, by the way. And we see Nathan Ahmed making the run. And he's going to get there. No, he's not going to get there. Mark Bartra. I'm assuming that's Mark Bartra. If not, that's another Bartra. Either way, 2-0 is the final score as the whistle blows. We win our debut in the Europa League against Trabzonspor. 2-0, the final. That's 3 points for us.
Did you see our win against Trabzonspor in the Europa League? 2-0. We beat them 2-0 at home. I couldn't go to the game, couldn't get a ticket. Wife didn't let me out of the house either, to be honest with you. It was a little late. But I think we're going to go undefeated in the Europa League. We're going to win the Europa League, and we're going to win every single game. We're going to go undefeated. Yes, I watched the game. Of course I watched the game. Who do you take me for? And it was basically 1-0. We squeezed in a late one. Come on, man. Be realistic here. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. We didn't crush them. You can't just say that we're not going to lose a game in the Europa League and go undefeated.
So we won our debut in the Europa League, and now we have to focus back on the Premier League. We are sitting in third after 4 matches, 3 wins, 1 loss, that ugly loss to Aston Villa. 9 goals for, 3 goals against, sitting on 9 points. And we are playing Everton next, who are in 7th. We also have a match against Man City. I am going to simulate this away match against Everton because aside from Pulisic on the right-hand side, I think we are the better side. We have Traore, we have Nelson Brooks. Everybody is starting. So can we get 3 points at Goodison Park? I think we can, honestly. Yes, we can. And it's a clean sheet, and it is Hamed Traore in the 47th minute. It gives us the 1-0 victory and all 3 points against Everton. Let's go! In between the Everton and the City game, we had a Carabao Cup game scheduled against Forest at the City ground. Now, we've already beat Forest Forest once this year in the Premier League. I think we can beat them again in the Carabao Cup. I am going to simulate it. If we start getting a little bit deeper in the Carabao Cup, I am going to start playing the matches. But until then, let's simulate it. I'm sure we can move on. I'm sure we can beat Forest again. We're starting a rotating side. Can we get 3 points away? Yes, we can. Forest is 0-2 against us, and we are 2-0 against Forest. Who scored? Philip Billing twice. Philip Billing in the 59th and in the 42nd minute. 2-0. We are moving on in the Carabao Cup. 5 matches have been played in the Premier League. We are sitting in third. 4 wins, 1 loss, 10 goals for, 3 goals against, 12 points, only 1 point away from first place Newcastle, where Ben Barrett and Diaz is. And Manchester City is tied with Newcastle as well on 13 points. And guess what? We are playing Manchester City next, and I just hit my desk. Can we get 3 points against City? I don't know. Our strongest side is starting against City at Dean Court. Everyone that we know that we bought is playing. Traore, Brooks, Nelson, Eustachio, Ortega, Margay, Oxford, Alvarez, Neto, Solanke, David Brooks. All our players. Everyone is starting. And Man City has the strongest team I've ever seen, honestly. It's Foden, it's Haaland, it's Mahrez, it's De Bruyne, Silva, Rodri, Alphonso Davies on the left-hand side, Diaz, Tapsoba, Cancelo, and Ederson in nets. This is going to be a challenge for us. Welcome to Dean Court, match day 6. Our biggest match of the season so far. Probably even bigger than the debut against Trabzonspor in the Europa League, because it is Manchester City visiting Dean Court. And do they have an amazing squad, honestly. Their squad is just absolutely incredible. Can we keep up? I'm not sure, but we're going to try. We've earned our respect. We have. Now we just have to show everybody that we can compete with the big boys. Bernardo Silva. Shot. Neto with the save. 8 minutes in. East Oxford. Who is going to make that run for us? It's going to be Traore. Traore! Oh, Hamed Traore can't give us a 1-0 lead. Can we go back before half time? Through David Brooks, through Dominic Solanke. Can we go back through Dominic Solanke? Can we get a lead? We can! We can! We can! A surprising lead through Dominic Solanke. David Brooks through Dominic Solanke. And Dom gives us a 1-0 lead here. Second half underway here. What will City do? Can City come back? Can we take another lead? Can we hold the lead? I'm sure City is gonna come out swinging here, but we intercept the ball and Solanke does well. Solanke, I tried. They're closing us down. They're still closing us down, and it is Haaland. Haaland coming back the other way. Haaland, it's a Foden. We didn't mark him. Alvarez didn't mark Phil Foden. Listen, it's okay. 1-1 is okay. The last 2 years we've been losing to City, and it is 1-1 here. I'm happy with 1-1 against City, honestly. Not if we play like that, okay. We're gonna play it out through Hamed Traore. Traore is gonna go on a run here with David Brooks and with Dominic Solanke, and we see Dominic Solanke making the run, and Dominic Solanke is gonna have another shot, and Dominic Solanke is gonna give us a 2-1 lead here against Manchester City in the 66th minute. They're not gonna call it against City. Haaland to Alphonso Davies. What a fantastic player Alphonso Davies is, but Reece Oxford matches him. But we give the ball right back. Haaland, Foden, Mahrez. What do we need to do to beat City? And Neto almost had it. Almost. It is back 2-2. We're making 4 changes here. Tired legs. Eustachio is off for Philip Billing. And Ciso is coming on for the exhausted Hamed Traore. Dries Mertens is on as well. And Viña is on for the tired Francisco Ortega. Do we have any late game heroics here? Nelson. Can someone be the hero for us? Anybody? City is making a change. Mahrez is coming off. Marcos Acuna is coming on. 2 minutes. Philip Billing gets up. This is our opportunity right here. Oh, and that is it. The ref blows the final whistle. But you know what? We gave away the lead twice is what I meant to say. But we still took a draw from City. And I'm pretty happy with that. Because last year we definitely would have lost and the year before we definitely would have lost. So I think it's a respectable performance. 2-2 the final score. So we've played 6 matches in the Premier League. We are 4-1-1, 12 goals for, 5 goals against, sitting on 13 points in 4th place. This is exactly where we want to be in the Premier League. We want to be competing for those Europa League and Champions League spots. And honestly, we're actually not that far away from first. Like, I personally think we're not going to win the Premier League this season, but we can try. We can definitely try. And in the next episode, we will continue our journey into the month of October. We will start off with some Europa League action against Shamrock, away at Leeds in the Prem, away at Newcastle in the Prem. That's going to be a big one. Then away at Copenhagen in the Europa League, home to Spurs, and then home to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. We might play that one. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. A lot of away fixtures. We are away, basically. We are traveling for all of October, and then we're only home on the 27th of October to face Tottenham, and on the 30th to face Liverpool. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A lot of good games. Debut in the Europa League. Fantastic win. A good result against Man City as well. We are making progress. Our players are performing well, so I am hoping for the best this season. If you do enjoy the content, please hit the like button for me. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Little noti bell as well. I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.